So, Seamus, with your podcasting, is video always involved?
Not necessarily, no.
Okay.
It's mostly audio.
Mostly audio.
Yeah. So
Okay.
these rooms are, it's equipped for both video and podcasts, and so we have the option. But if you're doing podcasts, you can choose just to do strictly audio.
I see.
This is our main lobby where producers and anybody just come and congregate, network, hang out,
Okay.
watch our channels. We broadcast on 4 channels.
All right.
Okay, we got 3 standard def channels and 1 HD channel. This is our green room.
Green room. Okay. So this is like talent prep.
Yes.
Okay.
Talent prep, you know.
A nice big mirror.
Yeah. They can use this as a green room, and they can use the conference room I showed you.
Oh, yes.
Also as a backup if they need more space.
I gotcha.
Well, we have a teleprompter on. Let's see.
Looks like 4 out of 5.
Just make sure. Yeah. Yeah. You got it.
Just not the only one it seems like you don't have is a robotic camera.
It's muted.
We panicked when we saw you in our space.
Recording.
I'm gonna zoom it out a little tiny bit.
So yeah, the teleprompter control is right here.
Is this TriCaster in here as well?
Yep.
Okay.
See, just much bigger, right? Just a fun fact, this was the first studio here. This leads upstairs to our engineering and IT people, their office space. So this is another edit suite. Well, since we don't really use the edit suites too much for producers, we give them laptops
Oh,
to take home. This is all because
Is that
of COVID.
right?
Yeah, this is all because of the COVID.
wow.
Yeah. So because of COVID, we had to change how we did everything. So people used to come in to upload content. We let people just send us the content through Dropbox. People will come in and use the edit suites. We now just give them laptops to take home to edit their content.
And what type of laptops are these?
We give them Dell laptops.
Okay. And is it like Premiere Pro? Is that?
Yeah, Premiere Pro.
Okay.
Yeah, the whole Adobe suite. So they got
Okay.
Premiere Pro, they got After Effects, Photoshop.
Wow.
Yeah, the whole suite. Yeah. So producers actually like the idea of taking a laptop home, keep it for a couple of days, edit their show, and give it back to us.
And how have you been doing as far as the producers taking care of these laptops?
No problem.
No problem.
No problem.
So the Dell laptops are rugged enough.
Yeah.
And people have not been spilling drinks or it has
Because
not.
if they damage the laptop, they got to pay for the damage. So you break it, you can't pay for it, you can't use it no more.
Right. Gotcha.
This was the edit suite that we transform into our podcast.
Okay.
Yeah. And let's see, is there a camera in here?
And are these all Rode mics I'm looking at?
Yes.
Okay.
So this is our podcast now. Is this right? This is the camera.
Oh, little tiny camera.
Little tiny camera. Yeah, I know MNN has that, black magic, right? You have the little tiny camera right here. Because like I said, usually for the podcast, it's not video, it's just audio.
Right.
So and we have a platform, a distribution platform for the podcast. So we're not really focusing on getting multiple camera angles and stuff like that. But if they want to have it here on our channel, they got this bad boy right here that can at least shoot them talking if they want that, or
Okay.
put up a slate. When do the podcast, they can edit a slate over the video file and give it to us as a MOV or something.
That's a very interesting concept to me. That you would take the audio, instead of recording the audio in a card in here, you'd send the audio out, recording it on the card in here, and if they wanted the video option, then that is available in here. That's very interesting.
This is a wide angle shot.
Right.
Seeing everybody sitting here.
So it's kind of like,
Exactly.
like that.
Just like that, yeah.
right.
But just so you know, a lot of people are just using the slate.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Or a little audio graphic, wave, file, image.
Right.
And most of it's just on our audio channel, podcast radio channel.
You have a podcast radio channel exclusively for podcasts.
Yeah. It's
It's-
on Spotify.
It's
Spotify for podcasts. It's on there. Okay, so we have a Brooklyn Free Speech channel on Spotify, on Anchor.
Spotify Anchor.
Yeah.
Oh, look, Spotify for podcasters.
Yeah.
Specifically. Very good.
Yeah.
And BRIC has their own Spotify channel.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is our media center. We teach all classes here: Premiere, After Effects, screenwriting, Photoshop. We teach everything here.
Wow. And in order to use the edit bays, they must be trained first.
Yeah.
And achieve a certification.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. And we have certification in editing only. We got certification in remote. We got certification in field, and we got a lot of other classes for other specialties for people's interests. That's a control center. That's kind of like the master control for this.
Okay. And you call this the stoop?
Yeah, we call it the stoop.
Stoop.
So all the audio is running here, and we tie in remote cameras down here, like little cameras, like Blackmagic, whatever.
Right.
We feed them into the mixer.
Gotcha.
But the audio's already set up.
And this is for catering?
Yes. Now this is the newest studio we built when we renovated this whole place, and this is strictly for in-house recording use like we're doing today.
Gotcha. And this is the control room for the ballroom.
Yes.
And it's
And the ballroom and this studio.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a little studio
Yeah,
here.
another studio here.
Oh, wow.
Just like the studio upstairs. Identical.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
So that's like 3 identical ones then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Welcome to the BronxNet Media and Technology Studios at La Centrale in the South Bronx. Give yourselves a round of applause. This is BronxNet's 3rd location, our newest location. It's our biggest location. If you take a peek in here, this is the dressing room as we walk through.
So we have an art room. Oh, shoot.
Learning Lab 1 is right here. Some of you already seen Learning Lab 1. Just take a peek. It's a more intimate classroom for documentary workshops, journalism workshops, and more.
Wow.
So these are all telestrate monitors that we have in our classrooms, in our conference room, and other spaces. So this is our larger learning lab. It's for animation, it's for editing, post-production. We're also going to do journalism classes here for the public and for youth. This is also where we're going to be having classes in CGI and animation and more. We have another space upstairs, the innovation lab. That's sort of a continuum of that. Once students get some classwork here and are getting following up with residencies at BronxNet and fellowships, then they're going to be working on more advanced media upstairs in the innovation lab. Welcome to the innovation lab at the BronxNet Multimedia Technology Studios at La Centrale in the South Bronx. BronxNet has an amazing program through Creatives Rebuild New York and the Mellon Foundation that allows us to have 10 local artists in artists in residency at BronxNet for 2 years. So anybody wants to write on the telestrate monitor, feel free, leave your mark, share a message. Yeah, but you can write right on that screen.
What about for your videos?
Yes.
I hated to lose the floor space for it, you know, but it really works.
So this is all staff space for open office area, offices, even the breakout area you can see right here. This is all for staff. We have one. Welcome to the Immersive Media Studio at the BronxNet Media and Technology Studios at La Centrale. This is Brittany, one of our journalists and producers at BronxNet. And this is the Alliance for Community Media. This cyclorama, where Brittany is sitting on, works with Ross Voyager technology, and we have BronxNet animators and designers using Unreal Engine to render those studios, the virtual studios that, let me get back in shot, the virtual studios that you see with the BronxNet branding. This is really just a start. We're just getting started with building these sets. You on this cyclorama could kind of present, like, we have public access producers that are doing sci-fi telenovelas at BronxNet, so they're really going to be using these spaces. And this set is amazing with the capabilities, but I got to tell you, this immersive media studio is also going to be benefiting from, thanks to our Bronx Borough President Vanessa L. Gibson, an extended reality production stage. Right over here, where Michael Wasner, ACM president, is standing, we are building an XR production stage. That's where your subjects, your performers, your journalists are going to be standing on LED monitors, and they're surrounded by LED monitors, so that not only is the audience seeing this immersive world or this environment, but the subjects, the actors, the performers are also experiencing it and can refer to it and reference what's going on around them. So that's very exciting. It's allowing us to do CGI, game development, filmmaking, high capabilities that are going to benefit our production initiatives, but also that truly make this space unique because it benefits our educational mission. And you're gonna see in our immersive media control room, it's quite big because a lot of mentoring will be happening there, where our professionals are gonna be working with the next generation of media leaders.
So, Michael, you'll be operating the green screen and the digital background here as two separate sets?
Two separate sets, two different productions happening at different times.
Gotcha. And the benefit of the digital background is that the talent can kind of interact and see what is on that background.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. And again, we have an educational mission, so part of it's experiential. So we want our emerging media leaders to have experience in both types of production.
I know. Wow.
And it definitely serves our educational mission to have a larger control room.
Yeah, it's so hard to teach in the small ones.
And it's also larger. It's not only large because of our educational mission, but it's also larger because of the virtual set capabilities and the operators that are going to be running that. And one of them is here right now. His name is Michael Chaiko, who started with us as a college student at Lehman College. Now he's an animator and artist. And Michael, stand up. You want to tell us a little bit about what you did here with the virtual set?
Yeah, absolutely. So everything is created using Unreal Engines. Assets. Materials and all that gets combined through the software right behind me, right here. And then it's ran through a thing called Lucid, which is right here. And so there's actually 3 separate servers, software running at the same time. So that's how we're able to do the look where it's multiple sets.
Thank you, Michael. And Paul Jacobs is here as well. He helped us set up everything with Carl.
So we have our primary set, as you can see here in program. We can basically take this one specific virtual set and guide us through this one item. And as Michael mentioned, we're very versatile. So we can go into the other set, we can cut to the other camera. So now they're basically not just close, but they're basically in that environment. As you can see. And then those of you who are sitting on the chairs, wave us by because we're gonna make a flight by, and then there you go. So now you can see the rest of the set. Yeah, so you thought that was a big set, now we have a much bigger set. And as you can see, this is a wonderful virtual camera that you can use so you can get all the prettiness of the shot. You can even see the outside. A picture taken, his favorite season for Michael is fall, so he enjoys looking at that. And as you can see, the versatility of the reflections of all that. I know I'm a geek on that. As you can see, it's such a real kind of photorealistic type of set. And now we're coming back to you. Look up here, and then those of you sitting on that chair. So we can bring you and still show an amazing set. We can pump stuff into the video, and here we are. Back to you guys. Wave to the audience here. Everybody's looking at you. Hello. All right, thank you. And as Michael and Paul said, the versatility of this one set is great, But at this point, we can basically take another shot completely like that, and now we're in a different environment. So if you want to toast it to another reporter who's going to give a commentary after that, we're in a completely different set.
Wow.
But they're in the same exact space as you can see on our green camera. So very, very cool, very versatile, and then these guys make it all seem so easy and good, so we're super happy with that.
So yeah, you'll see the Ross production switcher. It's complemented by Ross Expression for all of our graphics, Ross Inception, and of course Ross Voyager is for the virtual sets.
Welcome to this tour of Community Media of Staten Island. Within the core of Spectrum's large, impressive building is our 2 fantastic television studios, editing suite, and future podcasting studio. This video is not just a tour of our facilities, but also our new streaming and video on demand system, and the apps that now make it possible to watch our ever-growing library of local community programming anytime and anywhere. Our entrance is around the far side of the building through that glass door. You can see our new logo proudly displayed on the windows. For over 3 decades, our name was Staten Island Community Television, aka CTV. But now we are rebranded by replacing the word television with the word media to reflect the vast expansion of options in the way viewers can access our programming. Let's head inside. As we enter, we see new artwork on the left and our administrative offices on the right. Straight ahead is the area where we store our field production equipment, which volunteer producers can borrow to make their own non-commercial shows. Now we continue into a hallway where we have production staff offices on the left, our kitchen on the right, and what in the near future will be our new podcasting suite. Across the hall is our editing suite with 2 Final Cut Pro editing systems. Through these double doors is our big studio with its control room on the left. In here, there's a TriCaster to switch between the 3 television cameras, plus add graphics. And this Behringer audio mixer can adjust the levels of many microphones and musical instruments. Across from the control room is our training and talent prep room. And in here is our big studio with its 3 professional television cameras, teleprompter, and a choice of 4 colors of background curtains. Right now, this studio is set up for my demonstration of our new streaming and video on demand system, which I will show you momentarily. This studio has plenty of space for dance and musical performances, as well as talk shows and a whole host of other community television shows. Our lighting grid holds 32 lights to make each show sparkle. And there's room in back of the cameras for your studio audience, if you should have one. This big studio, as well as our field production kits, our editing suite, and our small studio that we are about to visit, are free to use if you are a Staten Island resident or work with a Staten Island-based not-for-profit organization. That's because we are a not-for-profit community service organization. However, there is a $125 charge for training so that you can get certified to use the equipment. Now we are at our small green screen television studio, which is very popular. It's compact, has a quick setup, and is perfect for talk shows and small music productions. And it has a lighting grid filled with soft lights. This is its control room, which has a Behringer audio mixer and TriCaster switcher, just like the other studio. The TriCaster is also used to insert virtual sets and digital backgrounds in place of the green screen. Up until now, Community Media of Staten Island's 4 cable television channels could only be seen by Staten Island residents who have Spectrum or Verizon cable TV service. But now, with our new streaming system, anyone, anywhere, at any time can watch local community programming for free. And there are many ways to do it, including with your computer, smartphone or tablet, Amazon Fire TV, Roku TV, or just about any flat panel TV that has an Apple TV streaming device connected, Amazon Fire streaming device, or Roku streaming device. With any of these electronics, you can see shows that are live streaming on our 4 channels 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And you can binge watch any of your favorite local shows and series because they are all available on demand. Now I'm going to give you a very quick demo on how you can get access on these devices. Let's start on a computer by simply going to our website, communitymediasi.org. Once on our homepage, click on Watch. By the way, before I click on Watch, I just want to mention that if you would like a reminder of this information, this video can be found right here on the homepage of our website. Okay, so now I click on Watch, and that takes us to our page with links to our 4 channels. Your 34 channel, Variety channel, Religion and Spirituality channel, and Civic Engagement channel. Click on any one of these links and it will take you to the web page for that channel. For example, I'm clicking on the link to the Variety channel. And we can confirm that we are now on the Variety channel by seeing the channel name at the top of the page. If you want to see the show that is streaming now, click on the Watch button in the upper right corner of the screen.
Ted Klein likes you, Bantam likes Ted Klein, maybe Bantam will like us.
Now, as we scroll down the page, under the header Recent Programs, you can see our Variety Channel's Video On Demand library. Click on any thumbnail and the show will play.
Hi, I'm Dr. Alan Perel, and this is Conversations in Medicine. This program brings cutting-edge medical topics to the Staten Island and tri-state community.
If you want to see the entire Video On Demand library for the Variety Channel, click on Show All. Here you can see the many videos available to be watched on demand, and there are multiple pages of videos. The last thing that I want to mention about Community Media of Staten Island's Video On Demand is that if you would like to see all the shows that are available in a particular series, type this series title into the Search by Title box. So I'll type the title of one series and click Search. And we can see that there are multiple episodes available of this series. And finally, I want to show you what's down at the bottom of the page. Here, there is a description of the content of the channel, a link to our website's homepage, our contact information, and links to all 4 of our channels. So that's how you get access to our new streaming and video on demand system through our website. To get access using any of these streaming devices, go to the App Store for that device, do a search for Community Media. You will see our Community Media Staten Island app listed, download it, and then you are ready to start watching. I'll give you a quick demo using my iPhone. I tap on the icon for the Apple App Store. In the search bar at the top, I type Community Media. I see Community Media Staten Island listed and tap on it. And there's the listing for the app. I tap on the download icon and then tap Open. And there it is. The live streams of our 4 channels are listed at the top, and below that are the video on demand libraries for each channel. I just tap on a live stream channel to see what's playing. You can make it full screen by tapping on the symbol in the upper left corner of the screen. Well, that's it. We hope you are as excited as we are about our new streaming and video on demand services. For the first time, you can watch local Staten Island shows anywhere and at any time. And don't forget, if you are a Staten Island resident or work with a Staten Island-based not-for-profit organization, you can use our television studios and field production equipment for free to make your own non-commercial shows. Don't just watch TV, make TV here at Community Media of Staten Island.